you've ever shot a gun before, you know what recoil is. If you're not quite familiar with recoil, it's the backwards force that pushes against you when you shoot a firearm. If I had a rifle right here up on my shoulder, when I discharge that firearm, it shoots against my shoulder. It's not comfortable, it can be quite painful, it's not exactly pleasant. And the first time that anyone would ever shoot a gun and experience that, their first human reaction is to lean away from it, to back away from it. That's just normal. That's human reaction. However, when we're properly taught, we're taught to lean into it. That way, when it kicks back, we can have more control of it. It's less painful. It increases performance greatly. This phrase is called embracing the recoil. And the point of it is to have more control over the gun itself. That way, chances of injury goes down, the chance of you actually dropping it goes down, and the accuracy increases. Now, this idea of embracing the recoil can also apply to our everyday lives. Typically, whenever adversity comes, when the recoil of life comes, we tend to back away from it. And I want to encourage that instead of backing away from the recoil that life brings, but instead we lean into it, take it on, and embrace the recoil. Something I was taught a lot growing up when it came to facing the recoil was just to write all my goals out. I write all my goals out, put it up on a wall where I could see it every day, and when the recoil starts to hit, I can just look at those goals and remind myself what it is that I'm doing. However, that's all well and good, but there's two things that alone is missing. It's a why and persistence. To have a why to every one of your goals and to be persistent in pursuing those goals. Why is this important? Well, the why is the internal fire. That's what will motivate you to keep going, to keep pushing. So when the recoil of life knocks you back, knocks you on your butt, it's the why that will motivate you to get back up. And that's the persistence that will get you up and keep you moving forward. Christopher Morley, an American journalist, once said, "Someone who is a big shot is only a little shot who kept on shooting." The idea of persistence, this fire in your bones that keeps you wanting to move forward, to get up and move forward, to be persistent in achieving your goals. There's a story that I personally love that illustrates this perfectly. It's a man by the name of Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas was an American boxer way back in the 1990s. On February 11th, 1990, he was taking on Mike Tyson for the heavyweight championship. Now, back in this day, Mike Tyson was unbeatable. He was the Goliath of his age. No one ever stepped in the ring and won. So Buster Douglas steps in the ring for this fight, and he gets knocked out. Here's the thing. Here's an interesting fact. No one ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. As soon as they hit the canvas, it was done. Over. So Buster Douglas is struggling to get back up. The ref is doing his 10 count. It gets to 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding! Buster Douglas got saved by the bell. Round over. And he goes back to his corner, and the whole world is watching this fight. They're like, oh man, that's it. Mike's going to come out and just hammer him. This fight's over. And just like that, Mike Tyson comes out like, man, I got him. I got this kid up against the ropes. And sometimes the recoil that life brings is going to knock you on your back. It's going to get you up against the ropes. And it's in those moments that you need to remember your why and have the persistence to get up. Because if this stuff was easy, then everybody would do it. And it's not a matter of if it happens, it's a matter of when it happens. When life knocks you up against the rope, I'm begging you, do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. He shocked the world. Goliath had been knocked down. After the fight, the media rushed to Buster Douglas like, dude, what happened? And he said this, it's very simple. Before my mother died, she was telling the whole world I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. In that moment, Buster Douglas had a decision to make. He could either lay there and die with his mother, or he could wake up and live for Mom. And he got up. He had the persistence to get back up and knock Mike Tyson out, simply because his why and his persistence were greater than that punch. His why and his persistence were greater than defeat, and they're greater than the recoil that life hit him with. So I encourage you, do what Buster Douglas did. Write all your goals down. It's a great thing to do. But have a why and be persistent. If you don't, that recoil of life is going to knock you down every single time. So I encourage you, embrace the recoil. Thank you.